And good evening, and once again, welcome to the Shadow Gallery. I am, as always, your host, James Donnelly. And I'm here tonight. There's going to be a couple things going on tonight. At least two, maybe three things. But first is the big announcement. The one you've all been waiting for, I hope. And that is that the Shadow Gallery will return. And it will return this month. So, let me tell you a little bit about that. We're not going to say new comics, bitches, anymore. Because it's not going to be new comics. At least not brand new ones. Basically, what we're going to do here, the format is going to change considerably. I thought a lot about this over the last couple months that I've been off the air, if you will, as far as doing comic book reviews. And what I am looking to do now is I am going to do books of the month. I'm basically going to break down my picks of the week, what I would normally have as my picks of the week in the old format. And I'm just going to give you basically the picks of the month. I'm going to do this once, maybe twice a month, depending upon the amount of books that I'm reading, so on and so forth. I'm really trying to just, to obviously keep picking up the stuff that I'm loving, to start cutting down the stuff that I'm just kind of meh about, which is mostly from Marvel, to be fair. But some of it's from DC. And just really focus on the stuff that I think is really, really excellent. The stuff that you should be reading. As opposed to the stuff that you probably already are reading. And to be fair, probably some of the stuff that I'm going to go over is the stuff that you already are reading. But I don't want to talk about bad books anymore. I want to talk about the good books. I want to talk about the stuff that either maybe people are missing or they're just not into. Most of you out there, you know the stuff that I really like, you know the stuff that I don't really like, and you know the stuff that I'm kind of sort of on the fence about. Obviously, this shirt says a lot about at least one of the books that I like, considering it's my second of one of my Hawkeye-related shirts that I've gotten recently from WeLoveFine.com, which is a really, really, really awesome t-shirt shop, and they have other stuff there too. But I mean, they have a lot of Matt Fraction's Hawkeye related stuff, and this one I know in particular was some of the proceeds were going to charities regarding violence against women, which is one of the reasons that I was so keen to pick this up, other than the fact that it just says Hawkeye. I mean, that's awesome to me. It is purple, although you can't really tell in this shit light that I have for this video. I've been spending the last 15 or so minutes just playing around with the settings on this camera just to see if I could get anything that looked like it wasn't, like everything in the room was experiencing liver failure. So, but anyway, my point being is that I will return. Maybe I'll throw in some news. Maybe I'll throw in some contests. But by and large, we're looking at a minimum, or I should say a maximum, of twice a month. More often than not, we're probably going to see once a month. I'll take, at least 4, if not 5 books. I may do this at the beginning of every So look for one in August that will deal with the books, the best books in July. Um, because one of the things that I discovered about myself and about my vlogs in this self-imposed sabbatical, and this exile, if you will, from the YouTube comic book community, is that I wasn't really enjoying a lot of the books that I was reading because it felt like I had to do a book report. And nobody likes doing that. Nobody likes doing book reports. I mean, except for book critics. And I'm not a professional. I'm not getting paid for any of this. So, I mean, basically what I'm doing is for fun and for some entertainment and hopefully in some way for some education. So when it really comes to looking at the best stuff that's out there and some of the worst stuff that's out there and just some of the stuff in between, it just got tiresome because I wasn't really getting a lot of the joy out of reading, just reading the books as I am now, as I have been over the last couple of months. So hence the format change as to why I will be just really just kind of pointing out, okay, you know, this was a book that I really loved for this, you know, in this particular week. Let's throw that to the end of the month wrap up. So I don't know what it will be called yet. It won't be called New Comics Bitches, because that's just not what the show will be anymore. So it'll become something new. Like I said, I don't know what it will be called, but I know that some of you like to keep abreast of things as they come out, and that's great. That's not going to be me anymore. I just, you know, want to do something that's simple, something that doesn't involve a tremendous amount of overthinking, because I'm always going to overthink something. That's rote. But yeah, so I mean, that's the way that things are going to go from here on out. So please look out for me when I do come back, and hopefully, you know, it'll be a more interesting format. Hopefully you'll like this new format. You know, it'll be a test run, as they say in the business, pilot season, if you will. And we'll see how well the first one does, how you people like it. And if you think that it's better or the same than as the old format, then I'll keep on doing that. If you guys think that it's worse, that it doesn't go as in-depth as you might have otherwise preferred, I'll take that into consideration. But that's at least going to be what I'm going to try and do here as far as the Shadow Gallery is concerned in regards to comics. I'm still, you know, I still want to do my movie reviews. Some people talk to me about doing TV show reviews. You know, I'm assuming like genre television, like, you know, should I do something on Game of Thrones, or should I do something on, you know, Beware the Batman is starting tomorrow. You know, and that is actually a little bit more, that's almost exhausting, because that's a lot more research than, you know, because you have to watch it a couple times, and, you know, so it's more work than doing comic books. So that will be, you know, so that's out. Because there, you know, I'm sure there are some shows that you guys would like to hear about as far as my takes on them. But, you know, I like doing movies because movies are like my thing. You know, I'll talk TV when it's necessary. You know, when there's a new show on the horizon that, you know, you should be excited or interested in. But like I said, you know, we're going to stick to comics and we're going to stick to movies. That will continue to be part of the Shadow Gallery, but comics will return. So that's it for this installment of the Shadow Gallery. And come back later, or come back in a minute, because I'm sure that I'll probably upload these simultaneously. One will probably be longer than this one, and that will be my review of Pacific Rim. Sadly, without Kat, because she didn't go with me, because she didn't want to see it. But we both may do one soon, maybe tomorrow, because we're intending to see Monsters University tomorrow. And I may even do a third one tonight, and it would be a really short one on Joss Whedon's Much Ado About Nothing, which I saw last week. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to stick around don't forget to go to the Pacific Rim review, and stay in the shadows, people. We'll see you again soon. So long.